Mga kababayan, sa nakaraang pagbisita ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa Singapore at Indonesia ay nakalikom siya na mahigit sa 14 billion US dollars at imagine that 14 billion US dollars at kung i-convert natin yan sa Philippine peso dahil ang palitan ngayon ay 58 pesos tumataginting na mahigit sa 800 billion pesos din ang nakuha niyang investment pledges mula sa Singapore at Indonesia. At sa kapapasok nga lang na balita, ang nakuha naman niya mula sa Amerika ay nagkakahalaga ng 4 billion US dollars at katumbas niyan ay mahigit na 232 billion pesos. Mag-compute tayo, 800 billion plus 232 billion, ay ibig sabihin ba niyan 1 trilyong mahigit ang nakuhang investment pledges ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos mula sa tatlong bansa? Tama ba ang math ko, Mama Lenlen? Paki-correct nga po kung ito ay mali. Baka sabihin naman ng mga magagaling na mga dilawan na fake news ang ating balita. Ito, basahin natin ang balita ng The Manila Times na may pamagat na Marcos gets close to 4 billion US dollars investment pledges from US Palace. Sulat ito ni Catherine S. Valente noong September 29, 2022. Tandaan po natin, ang balita ay mula sa The Manila Times at hindi po nagmula sa Rappler. Huwag po tayo malito dahil kapag Rappler ang nagbabalita, kailangan muna nating i-fact check kasi yung kanilang CEO ay may cyber libel case, kaya mag-ingat at maging mapanuri kung totoo ba ang balitang binabasa natin kasi baka fake news na pala ang nababasa natin. Narito ang kabuuang detalye ng balita. Tara, basahin natin. Isama natin si Lian Buwan at Marites Vitug ng Rappler para mas exciting kasi may journalist na nagrereklamo at nanunumbat kasi tayo daw ng mga Pilipino ay mas naniniwala sa mga vloggers kesa daw sa mga journalists. Without further ado, Marites Vitug and Lian Buwan. Ito ang balita ng The Manila Times. Nakuha ni Pangulong Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. ang halos sa 4 na bilyong dolyares na halaga ng investment pledges na nakikitang lilika ng mahigit sa 112,000 na mga trabaho sa kanyang 6 na araw ng pagbisita sa United States noong nakaraang linggo. Sinabi ng Malacanang nitong Huwebes. Sa isang pahayag, sinabi ng palasyo na ang mga kasunduan sa negosyo at mga pangakong sinigurado sa United States ay may tinatayang halaga ng pamumuhunan na 3.9 US billion dollars at may potensyal na magkaroon ng trabaho na 112,285 na mga trabaho. Ang mga pamumuhunan ayon sa palasyo ay magmumula sa iba't ibang sektor kabilang ang Information Technology at Business Process Management or IT/BPM, data centers at manufacturing. Gayunpaman, nilinaw ng palasyo na mga pagtatansya ay hindi magpapakita ng buong potensyal ng mga hinaharap na pamumuhunan mula sa ilang mga kumpanya na nakilala ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at iba pang mga opisyal sa New York. Ilang kumpanya nagpahayag ng interes na isaalang-alang ang mga bago o karagdagang pamumuhunan sa bansa. Ngunit ang kanilang mga plano ay hindi pa natatapos, dagdag ng palasyo. Ito po ang i-highlights ko lang kung ilang trabaho yan. Ang sabi po, 112,000 po na trabaho yan, mga kababayan. Kaya ang ginawa ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na nagpunta sa Amerika ay nakapagbunga ng maganda kahit itong mga dilawan ay galit na galit kay PBBM kasi feeling nila ay nagbakasyon lang si PBBM sa Amerika at nagpasarap lang sa buhay. O ito ang naiuwi ng Pangulo. Siguro naman ay deserve ng gobyerno ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na ma-appreciate kahit papaano. Pero we don't expect appreciation kasi nga ang layunin naman nila talaga ay ipahiya at pabagsakin si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. May nabasa pa nga tayo sa Twitter na gustong i-impeach si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. On what ground kaya? Gawa-gawa ng kung ano-anong hanas talaga. May masabi lang, palibasa, ang utak ay lutang. Samantala, sa kaugnay na balita, ano nga ba ang iba pang magandang ibinunga ng pagbisita ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa Amerika? Narito ang paliwanag sa atin sa ulat naman ng Philippine News Agency na may pamagat na Marcos New York Trip, Establish PH Independent Foreign Policy, ROCE, by Joyce Ann L. Rocamora. Sinulat niya ito noong September 27, 2022. Ito ang kabuuang detalye. Shoutout po at kaway-kaway nga po kung nandiyan pa rin si Marites Vitug at saka si Lian Buwan. Ang kamakailang paglalakbay ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sa New York ay hudyat ng pagpapabuti ng relasyon sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Estados Unidos habang ang pagtatag ng Maynila ay mananatili sa independenteng patakarang panlabas nito at isang kaibigan sa lahat na paninindigan. Eksperto sa international batas at dating tagapagsalita ng Pangulo na si Harry Roque sabi nung Martes, aminado si Roque na very strained ang relasyon ng dalawa sa ilalim ng nakaraang administrasyon. The achievement is he went to the United States, accorded immunity from suit, which sends the message that America wants to continue our traditional friendship. And by going to the United States, President Marcos said, "We also want to be your friend, but take note that we are friends to all." Aniya sa Pandesal Forum sa Quezon City. Dumalo si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa 77th United Nations General Assembly noong nakaraang linggo at nagsagawa ng mga inaugural meeting kasama ang ilang leader, kabilang ang US President na si Joe Biden. Sa bilateral na pagpupulong, sinabi ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos kay Biden na inaasahan ng Pilipinas ang patuloy na pakipagtulungan sa Washington DC, lalo na sa pagpapanatili ng kapayapaan sa rehiyon, na sinasabi na ang bansa sa Timog Silangang Asya ay patuloy na tinatrato ang US bilang isang kaibigan, kaalyado at kasosyo. Ikinatuwa ni Roque bilang isang magandang hakbang ang imbitasyon ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa mga negosyanteng Amerikano na mamuhunan sa Pilipinas. We cannot measure the success of this initiative until the money comes, but what is important is the Philippines, after 6 years, have a president selling the Philippines to American venture capitalists. Did that happen during the time of President Duterte? He said, "I think it's high time. Although China is on its way to becoming the economic superpower, in reality, it is still the United States that is number one as of now." Bukod sa pagmamarka ng rending sa relasyon ng dalawang bansa, sinabi ni Roque na ang US trip ay nagsilbing debut in the international space ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Everyone has to know that we have a new president. He has the same family name as the former president, but he is his own person. And to me, that is the important message. I am Ferdinand Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines. I am my own man, sabi niya. Nagbigay din ito ng plataforma para sa bagong administrasyon na muling pagtibayin ang kahalagahan na ibinibigay nito sa pagpapagaan sa pamamagitan ng pagkilala sa pagbabago ng klima bilang ang pinakamalaking banta na nakaapekto sa mundo. Samantala, narito naman ang usapan ni Pangulong Biden at Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ito ay nakasulat sa website mismo ng White House. Ito ang mababasa natin. Pinamagatan nila ito. Remarks by President Biden and President Marcos of the Republic of the Philippines before bilateral meeting. Intercontinental Barclay, New York, New York. Ito yung usapan nila, no? Sabi ni President Biden, "Well, Mr. President, welcome to you and your delegation. I think I woke you up election night. I called you so late to congratulate you." Laughter. "But it's a great victory and my best to your wife as well. The relationship between the United States and the Philippines, to state the obvious, has very deep roots. We've had some rocky times, but the fact is still critical relationship from our perspective. I hope you feel the same way." Ito pa yung karagdagang sinabi niya. "And we have strong ties, including millions of Filipino Americans who are very proud of their ancestry and desperately want us to continue to have a strong relationship. And our foundations are strong in the United States-Philippine Alliance, which is of critical importance. For decades, the alliance has strengthened both of us, I believe. And one of the things I want to talk about today is how we continue to strengthen that and work together with the things that are of greatest concern to you." Today, I look forward to discussing the opportunities for a wide range of issues, including COVID-19 recovery, energy security, and renewable energy. I was impressed with the work you did on windmills and a whole range of other things. You and I both think that's the future. We can do a lot. How we can do a lot together? I'm desperately interested in making sure we do. In addition, I expect we'll discuss the South China Sea and disputes in a critical global through way. I've spent a lot of time with not only the president of China, but others about international waters and how they have to be respected. And we should talk about that a little bit, I hope. And we're also thank you for your position on the war against Ukraine and by Russia and how it's impacting energy prices and food prices. And we were working very hard to be able to do something about that. And so we want to talk about human rights, talk about a whole range of things, but I'm mainly interested to know what's on your mind and how we can continue to strengthen this relationship. And again, congratulations. Ito naman ang sagot ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos kay Pangulong Biden. Sabi niya, thank you Mr. President, and thank you We're very happy for the opportunity to meet with you despite the schedules that we both have to deal with. Ito naman ang reply ni Biden. You came a little farther than I did. Sumagot naman si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na medyo napatawa. Well, the relationship, the 100 plus year old relationship between the Philippines and the US continues to evolve as we face the challenges of this new century and the events that we have been watching over the past few months, really. So, we have very much to discuss in terms of redefining, I suppose, in many ways. But the role of the United States in maintaining the peace in our region is something that is much appreciated by all the countries in the regions and the Philippines especially. We feel that we are especially fortunate because we have a very strong foundation of a very long relationship and the strong relationships on various facets, not only political, not only diplomatic, but also economic. And of course, there is the very large Filipino population that have chosen to live and make their lives here in the United States and have been very successful. Again, we would like to thank the United States for the massive help that we received during the pandemic. We had the provision of up to 35, almost 36 million doses of vaccines very early on, ahead of some of the other countries. And for that, we are very grateful. We continue to look to the United States for that continuing partnership and the maintenance of peace in our region. In terms of the geopolitical issues that we face in this day and age, the primary consideration of the Philippines and the guiding principle of the Philippine foreign policy is to encourage peace. And I hope that we will be able to discuss further the roles that our two countries will play together and individually as we continue down that road, maintaining peace despite all of the complexities that have arisen in the past few months, I suppose. So thank you again, Mr. President, for making time to see us. We are your partners, we are your allies, we are your friends. And in like fashion, we have always considered the United States our partner, our ally, and our friend. At ang sagot ni President Biden, thank you, it's mutual, sabi ni Biden. So ayun na nga po mga kababayan, ang naging bunga ng pagbisita ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa Amerika, and hopefully magpatuloy ang magandang simula ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, and we know na gagawin niya lahat ng makakaya niya para sa ating bansa. Hayaan pulang po natin yung mga taga-Republic of Twitter na magngaw-ngaw kasi trabaho nila yon. Sino kaya ang nagpupondo para sirain ang gobyerno? Meron kaya? Well, we don't care kung meron man. Basta focus lang tayo sa mga gagawa ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa ating bansa. Paki-follow at subscribe ang ating page at channel. Paki-share na din ang ating mga videos. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.